Good morning. It is Wednesday, 8:16 a.m. on September 16th. My girlfriend Holly and I are out for a 5-day canoe trip in the Boundary Waters. It's a little windy today, but we are out here on East Bearskin Lake. First time I've ever been out here to this entry point or to any of these lakes. We're going to be hoping to camp on Alder or canoe. Hopefully catch a bunch of fish. It's fall time, you know, they're kind of moving around, hard to find, but we'll see what we can do. It's looking like we got some pretty decent weather ahead of us for the next few days, so gonna try and make the most of it. Get a slight tailwind down East Bearskin and set up camp and go fishing, so come along. Well, we're about 3/4 of a mile from the Alder Lake portage, and we're making good time with this tailwind. My Garmin GPS is telling me that we were moving at about 4 miles an hour with that tailwind, putting just a little, not much effort into paddling, honestly. And even without paddling that hard, or even without that much tailwind, I think we're still doing about 3 miles an hour. So we're making some pretty good time. No one behind us, no one else on the lake. All right, well, we are on Alder now. That was a fairly short portage, maybe 40 rods at most. We're sort of protected in this little bay on Alder, and it's gonna open up a bit around this corner here, but so far still pretty nice day. Portage went very smoothly. I handled the canoe better than ever before, I think. I'm pretty satisfied with myself. But yeah, just heard from a party at the landing on the East Bearskin side that not many parties in here, and then the people we just saw who are also leaving said not many parties either. So we got our fingers crossed for a decent campsite. So I'm gonna get paddling here on Alder, and I got the binoculars that I'll be using to check out campsites from afar, so we can save ourselves some paddling time. So gonna put the plastic to the water, as you might say these days.
Some beaver sticks. Okay, there's a rock right here. A little bit rocky to the left.
Well, they're going wide. All right, we're on Canoe Lake. It's 11:11. Been going for just about 3 hours here, and sun is finally peeking back out. And I took a look with the binoculars. I just ran the portage real quick to see if the nice site or even decent site on canoe is open, and it looks like the nice one is open. Looks like someone just took the decent one. So I'm hoping that he didn't check the nice one and maybe he saw something I didn't. But either way, we are 2 minutes from getting to the landing, so we'll find out in just a moment if we're going to be pushing on to Crystal maybe, or back to Alder. We'll see. Nice and shallow, you can broadside right up to it. Oh, it's just a rock that
Oh,
like
wow.
reflected light really weird.
I thought it was like a platypus or something like
Here,
that.
let me get out and see if we can pull you up after we get the gear out of here.
I feel like it's a little bit
No, if you haven't gotten, this looks totally open.
empty.
Yeah,
This is us.
I think this is us. It's looking open. Wow, this is expansive.
That's a great view. This is an excellent view.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Big trees here, big pines. That view. Wow. Pretty incredible. Not a bad landing there either. Wow. Sweet. All right, we're gonna go look for a tent pad, but I'm saying 99% chance we're staying here. This is supposed to be the nicest site on the lake, so. Sweet. Score. Score. All right, well, we are at the camp at Canoe Lake, and it's a absolute beauty. We zoomed out all the way. Gorgeous fire pit here. An incredible view out over the lake. Just incredible. But there's one thing that's really important, and maybe you know what it is. It's lunch. All right, we've got the tent set up after eating some tuna packets and rye chips and peanut M&Ms and just a bunch of snack stuff for lunch. That's really what we brought, is a lot of snacks. So here Holly is just putting her pad and sleeping bag in the tent, but it's one of the better spots. I'll show you the landing here. The landing is real nice. We gotta stop that down. But yeah, it's just super shallow rock. Just makes it super easy to get the canoe up here and get in and get out without getting wet. Pretty nice. Holly has just informed me that she is ready
For adventure.
For adventure. So we are gonna go fishing over on Paddle Lake over there, real close to our campsite. I've read that it's pretty full of smallies. Nothing really for size, but should be a good time, and pretty close by. So we'll see what we can get. May or may not be biting, but I got a couple moving baits, spinner baits, square bills. We'll see. We'll see what we can get.
Bigger ones to the left here. I don't know, we might be able to get through this.
Yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
Well, that's a little chilly on my feet.
Yeah, this is a cool ass lake. This is one that's like impossible to capture with a camera. Just like the feeling of being surrounded, like the scale is like impossible to convey.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're fishing. I'm rocking an underspin. Holly's got a number 3 Mepps Black Fury on. No idea how deep this lake gets, no idea what the fish are realistically even going to eat. But people said they had a blast catching smallies here. There's gotta be still a few dumb smallies willing to eat. Alright, well, no fish on Paddle Lake, but it's funny, we were commenting how remote this feels and how incredible this lake is. Just, it feels like it's like an alpine lake. It just goes straight up on all sides. It's really cool. But then these other guys came in and we just passed them, and he's like, you know, I was just talking, and I was like, you know what, we should go fish the one lake that no one ever fishes, and there's a canoe there. But funny guys. They haven't caught anything here yet, but they're using leeches. They're probably bound to catch something more than us using hard baits and plastics. But anyway, we're gonna head back into canoe now, pull over these rocks. Hopefully don't scratch up the canoe too bad. Still fairly windy. Wind seems to be dying down like a tiny bit, but we're gonna be heading back, and probably just chill for a bit, and then make some food. 'Cause food is what it's all about in the B-dub. All right, well, I didn't show it on GoPro, but yeah, so we didn't catch any fish at paddle, but we saw this awesome looking, I think it's a cedar, that someone had cut a little bit off of, and I was like, we should take the rest of that. So, take the rest of that, and we did. And I cut 2 big logs out of it. Excuse the shutter speed here. So, got a nice log there and a real nice log there. This one was pretty close to the trunk, and it's probably, I don't know, 8 inches across. Pretty decent. That's the old cut right there. And then the branches I took off, I was like, might as well use them. That's the new cut there. Looks pretty good to me. Nice natural check. Pretty well seasoned, it looks like, so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some good wood, eh? Oh man. Huh. Look at all that processed firewood, boy. Shout out to Scrambled Dough. Oi! Have made fire!
I hate you so much.
I might have been zoomed in, but I have made fire! Holly and I are doing some hot chocolate. And it doesn't say how much water to add, so we're just testing it out. Got the canteen over the fire. First time I've ever done that. Getting a nice black layer on that one. This is what we're having. Mike and Jen's chocolate, made in Duluth, Minnesota. Hot cocoa capital of the world, apparently. But yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? Hot chocolate on the first night. Pretty awesome. That is the most fearless bunny.
Can you see him?
He went down around the corner.
He got so close to me, it like startled me.
Did you guys see that? Bunny just ran into our camp and literally got within a foot of me. Wow.